What's up, Sag? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, guys, so this is going to be your September general reading. So we just did love. So let's have an update on your life. Now, since this is general, whatever comes up, comes up. It could be love, it could be finance, career. So we shall see. Now, this will be for sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay, and again, it is general. It will not always resonate with 100% of people. But if it doesn't, you guys could always try back for the next reading I put out for you. Also, for anyone looking to get a personal reading, please, please, please listen to the end so you know exactly what to expect, the wait time, how to get a hold of me. Okay. Alright, so what is going on with the sign of Sagittarius? Now, the Four of Swords tried popping out as I was shuffling. So that's a card about really being in a place of contemplation, having to really make a tough decision, but being in a place where you're really just thinking about what you want to do before moving forward with it, okay? And when someone's in that state, they're not going to move forward until it's a solid decision. Alright. Just move this back a bit. There we go. Okay, guys. So the energy that we have here is the Nine of Wands, resiliency. So there's something here where you could feel really battered up and just feeling like you went through a lot with the situation. You're tired and you're at a point where it's like, you know, can I get past this level? Can I do this? But this, you know, with the number 9, it's right before the number 10, which is a number of completion, okay, in tarot or just numerology-wise. So whatever it is that you guys are really just putting a lot of effort and resiliency into, it's something that will end very soon, okay? Something where it'll come to completion. You'll get whatever it is that you were waiting on, or you'll get that answer that you were looking for, okay? Now, behind that, we have the Hierophant in the reverse, followed by the Two of Pentacles. So you, for some of you, you could be standing your ground with something that could be unconventional, okay? Where there could be juggling or a sense of imbalance that you feel. All right, or maybe just a tough time that you really just have to stand your ground with, and you're asking yourself, you know, when will this end? But it's about to have a good change, or just a change in general. So let's see how things go. Now, the first card you guys have for your past is the Six of Swords. Moving away from something that is very difficult for you, something that could be troubling for you, something that was painful. And you have the Fool card. So in this case, I feel like you just had to move away from something that was difficult, and now you have this whole new world that you can go into, you know, just starting over and starting from scratch. You have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, so if you were trapped, you know, with anything mentally, or if there's something that you couldn't move past, now you make that move. It might not have been, you know, easy, but you did it. Okay, so just coming out of something that was more likely just a mental hold you had. Okay, you have the Five of Swords in the reverse as your next card here. So this is showing that there's a sense of just wanting to avoid conflict at all costs. You have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's something that just wasn't working out, and you don't want to fight, you don't want to argue. Okay, you guys have the Tower card. So there's just this big change in this, you know, in the atmosphere, something that really just shakes the ground beneath you, where you're saying, look, I don't want to fight. And we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So someone that you stopped talking to, or maybe they stopped talking to you, something that you stopped working on or putting effort into, and you're getting through it very powerfully. Okay, so you still remember who you are at the end of the day. You're able to move on and, you know, still be powerful within yourself. Why is this Knight of Wands here? We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's a sense of imbalance, but you're still keeping your head up here. Maybe you were investing yourself more in something than another person was, or vice versa. Okay, and any of these energies here could be vice versa. So it could be something happening to you, or something that you guys did. All right, and we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. So I feel that there's someone you either cut off, or something that you stopped involving yourself in, something that you stopped talking to for A few of you, this could be you doing a lot of shit talking to another person, because this could be a card about rumors, gossip, you know, just shit talking in general. All right, and there's a huge sense of indecision with something. So there's something that you're a bit imbalanced about. You're powerful, but I feel like it's just in your head, and you're just thinking of all these possible scenarios with whatever this is. Now, in your present moment, you have the Page of Cups in the reverse. So this could be someone that stops talking to you, someone you stop talking to, an idea that you don't move forward with. And if there is someone in your life, whether it's romantic or, you know, possibly a water sign that's trying to offer you something, I don't see it as genuine. So if there is any offers coming in, it might not be, you know, the most solid offer. And we have the King of Swords. So especially if you're dealing with the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Something that wouldn't work out. You're not seeing eye to eye with someone. This could also be you guys taking on this energy and cutting out anything that's going to be detrimental towards you. But we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. If this is within love, this is, you know, player energy. If this is within friendships, work, anything like that, then somebody that is a good talker, but they're unreliable. They could be the life of the party, but don't expect to have them help you clean up, okay? But we do have the Three of Cups in the reverse in the middle of all of this. If this is within love, it could be a third-party situation, okay? Whether you're dragging it into your life or someone else is dragging you into it. Also, with this card, it could be removing yourself from a group of friends, removing yourself from a group of co-workers, maybe a job. For others of you, you know, because this could be going out, celebrations, parties, things like that. You saying, you know what, nah, I'm good. I want to stay home. I'll sit this one out. Why is this Three of Cups in the reverse here? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So something that you're just not putting effort into. Or something that you're bothered about because it didn't work out. And we have the Ten of Swords. So definitely a betrayal here of some sort. Or something that may have ended harshly or abruptly. But a fallout that you're having either with a person, or again, it could be a job, maybe a project that you were working on. Because somebody was just really manipulating the situation. Why is this Magician in the reverse here? Page of Swords in the reverse. So someone, you know, speaking in a very direct way, but saying things, I would say in a distasteful way. I love the Page of Swords as a communicator because it's the most upfront person. They're just going to tell you how it is, whether it's something comfortable or uncomfortable. So in the reverse, they still have that sense of no filter, but it's, you know, a sense of saying things more cruel than what you need to. You know, really throwing shots at someone that could hurt. Right? So there's definitely something that you guys are dealing with that you're unhappy with, that you know you can't move forward with. Something that's really pissing you off. But if you guys stand your ground throughout this adversity, you're going to get wish fulfillment. But you also have to realize that there's something here that you won't have victory with. Something that you may not be proud of the outcome, but because this doesn't work out, you have the Ten of Cups. You have extreme happiness coming in. You guys just have to get over the pain that you could be feeling in this current situation, or just the disappointment that you have towards somebody. You have to focus more on what you still have going for you as opposed to what may not have worked out. Okay? Moving forward, we have the Chariot in the reverse. So something in your life that you felt you had no control over anymore. You know, this is a card of a lot of chaos when it's in the reverse. But we have the Sun card. So something's not working, but it's allowing something else that's bright and abundant to come in. And, you know, these are major arcanas, guys. So this is something that maybe at times you could delay it, but that's about it. It's something that's inevitable. It's something that's, you know, a big moment in your life. So something's not working. You feel lost because of it, but little do you know, there's so much coming in for you because of that. And this is what it could be. You have the Ace of Wands. Something you're very passionate about. Could be a person, could be a new job. Okay? Why is this Ace of Wands here? The High Priestess. In regards to signs, that could be a Taurus or Cancer, I want to say. And we have the Two of Swords. So there's something here that comes in where you're going to be in a highly intuitive place when it does come in, where although it seems good and passionate, you're asking yourself, do I move forward with this? But the fact that the High Priestess is here, I kind of see this card as a relationship that we have with our own souls. Okay, so here your heart, your soul is saying this is good, but I feel like that human part of us that questions everything is saying, but is it? Especially because you guys got out of something that could have been, you know, conflicting. I don't, you know, I'm not judging at all. I totally get it. So something here that was difficult, something very good comes in. Your soul feels good, but you're just questioning, you know, is this going to put me through a bad situation all over again? Okay. Now the last card here, the Strength card in the reverse. So you have this new beginning, but I feel the past still has you debilitated because there's something that, you know, was just a waste of time and effort that you don't necessarily feel good about anymore. Okay? But guess what? With the Five of Wands in the reverse, the fact that this was a waste of time, the fact that it didn't work out, you're avoiding tension, you're avoiding problems, fighting, arguing, bickering, you know, pettiness between you and another person. Okay, so for some of you, a lot of you can be falling away from Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini this month. For others of you, just having that Queen of Swords or that King of Swords attitude where it's like, look, I need to think logically, I need to think empirically. This is not something that's going to work for me. I have to cut it out. Okay. You know, I do have this new deck, Oracle of Visions, for my Oracle guidance cards, but I want to take it homeschool with you guys. Use the one that I used for like about a year because I'm very well acquainted with it, and I just feel like it's going to do better for your reading. So let's see here. Okay. I haven't seen these babies in so long, but something's just telling me, Lissette, use it. What card of guidance does the sign of Sagittarius need for September 2018? I'm sorry if you guys hear that music. It is Friday night over here. I'm going to pick the top one in a moment if nothing falls. Alright. Very interesting. Okay. So, there's a lot going on here. You know, we could tell in the reading. Now, as for energy, you guys had effortless waterfall. And you have the nurturing card behind it in the reverse. There's something in your life right now that not only is blocking blessings for you. Look at that, you have the blessings card in reverse. So not only is this blocking blessings for you, but it's something that's not helping you to nurture yourself, to build yourself, to be your best self. Okay, there's something here that is in your life that makes you maybe neglect putting yourself first. Maybe makes you neglect just worrying about your well-being. Okay, now the most important thing we have to realize here, guys, waterfalls are beautiful. You know, the water's falling over. We do have man-made waterfalls, but in most cases it's just something that happens with nature. It's just something natural. So what you really have to get from this is what in your life right now can you do that's going to be good for you but also effortless when it comes to love, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to jobs, all of that. We have a choice as to who we can be with, where we want to work, what we want to do. And there's something within your heart and soul that is just, you feel strained. You feel like you haven't really grasped onto something. Maybe you're window shopping on your own relationship where it's like, I'm with this person, but I really don't feel like I have them. I feel like, you know, anybody else can still buy it. Or maybe it's with your job where you wake up in the morning and the first initial thought is, fuck, I don't want to go. I don't want to do this. Whatever that is, guys, you have to change it. If it's a person, you got to let it go. If it's a job, there's thousands and thousands of jobs out there. You can get something that's much better. You can go after your passion, okay? If it's friendships, if, you know, somebody calls you to hang out and your initial feeling is, ugh, Why hang out, you know? So your soul is really trying to tell you something. There has to be a sense of vulnerability that's coming from you. And with Sagittarians, what I've noticed about you guys is there's times where, I don't want to say that you can be prideful, but you can kind of have a wall up with certain things, especially if it's not something that you particularly like in your life. But there's a sense of you having to be vulnerable, and with you being vulnerable and being your true self, what feels effortless. Okay, I could sit here and pretend to be a completely different person. Okay, and just be in a place where, I don't want to say this, I can act like a completely different person. I can, you know, go into a room full of people I don't like and, you know, play the part, smile, sell myself, that sort of thing. But do I feel good doing it? No. The best things in our lives come when we learn to be ourselves, when we're unapologetically ourselves. And that's what the problem is. I feel like there's been some sort of front. Maybe you're smiling because, you know, your boss needs to see you peppy. Maybe you are part of a group of friends because you feel lonely. You don't really talk to a lot of other people. But there's something here that's being forced, and that's what's blocking blessings for you guys. So you really need to allow yourself to be you. And I guarantee with you being you, yes, there are going to be people in your life that you lose. There's going to be people that may look at you sideways. But you're literally, it's like you're having anyone that could be around you, anything that can be trash around you, kind of taking itself out. Because it's like, this is who I am. This is what I have to offer. And if you don't want to take that, that's fine. But once you guys have that relationship with yourself, that's when everything turns around for the better. So what, guys, you know, is blocking blessings for you? What is going against you taking care of yourself? Okay, because I just feel like there's something that's making you forget to put yourself first. Whatever that is, once you guys get that out of the way, that's when life becomes easier. That's when things become effortless. But you have to go through that initial discomfort first, okay? So definitely a lot to think about here, Sagittarius. Now, the next reading I'm going to have for you guys will be your mid-month reading when I'm done with all of these general monthly readings. So we'll do the mid-month, and we'll see how this is developing. But there's definitely something that you guys have to shake off here. Okay, now for anyone who would like to follow me on Instagram, it's High Vibrations 44. And for anyone looking to get a personal reading, please hear everything out so you know exactly what to expect. So for any standard reading right now on my website, and all of these links are below under the description. But for the wait time right now for standard readings, it's 3 to 4 full weeks. If you guys can wait that time, perfect. If anything, you know, in the reading that you ordered changes before you get it from me, then just shoot me an email, update me, and I'll apply it to the reading when I get to it. And I do have emergency readings as well if you guys need to hear from me quickly. So I get it out to you within 2 days, okay, excluding Sundays or holidays. And you'll hear from me super quick. And I also have an option on my website called a quick question. It's a 2-day wait at most as well. And yeah, it's anything that you want to ask. I'll record a 2 to 3 minute video, send it to you. Now, for anyone that wants to talk to me one-on-one, whether it's a phone call, Skype, Zoom, anything like that, then go ahead and get the 1 hour reading at least. So I only do that for minimally the hour readings, okay? Also, last thing about my website, when you guys go on the website and you go to book a reading, it is going to put a calendar there where you can select a time and a day. Now, with the website platform that I use, it does not allow me to sell my services without a calendar, but because of how many people I deal with and just, you know, the high number of readings that I always have to get out, it's much easier for me to just work on my own time as opposed to people telling me when to work. So I do not go by that at all. I do write it everywhere on the website, but I just want to reiterate it so that you guys can understand, you know, how everything works. So if it's a standard reading, you'll get it within 3 to 4 weeks. If it's an emergency reading, give me 2 days, again excluding holidays or Sundays. But other than that, for iPhone users, I'm also on an app called Instant Go. So you can send me a question and I will text you the answer. Okay? I love you guys so much. Good luck with everything, but something is definitely blocking you here. So let's figure out what that is and let's get it the hell out. Okay? Take care, Sag.